This is how to make your own disinfectant solution at home, part 2. That's right. So many of you guys posted on my other video that I made about how to make an at-home disinfectant solution that I thought I'd come back and give you some extra tips. So if you haven't watched that video, you need to click on the link in the description of this video. I've got it right there so you can check it out. It's got a lot of tips that you need to have at your fingertips to know how to sort of approach this in the first place, safety tips and all that good stuff, okay? But just as a recap, how to make your own at-home disinfectant solution is super simple. I'm in my kitchen because that's where all my supplies are. All right, what you need is, first of all, either a third of a cup measuring cup or a tablespoon measure, okay? So to make a gallon of disinfectant solution, you need either 5 tablespoons or 1/3 of a cup of bleach, okay? You're gonna put that into a gallon of water. That makes a gallon of bleach solution. Super important. 5 tablespoons or 1/3 of a cup. I talked about this in my last video. Now, something I wanted to add on to that, which I didn't talk about in the last video, is let's say you don't need that much, right? You can actually make a quart, okay? A quart actually just requires 4 teaspoons of bleach, okay? Super important to keep that in mind, so you've got different ratios there. A lot of you wrote me and said, hey, I can't find bleach anywhere. How am I supposed to do this? I found out that a lot of hardware stores actually stock bleach. So if you're not able to find them in your grocery stores, check out your hardware stores. That may be the key. Now, I poked around on the internet to see what other sort of recipes exist for making an at-home disinfectant solution. If you go to Clorox.com, they have a nice little chart there. It can show you which types of bleach you can use and how much you need to use. They have slightly different ratios. So like for many of their bleaches, they use a 1/2 cup of bleach per gallon or 2 tablespoons per quart. So just make sure that you're looking up either on Clorox.com or CDC.gov or a reputable site. You could also go to EPA.gov as well. Okay, the other thing I need to tell you guys that I didn't in the last video is this idea that your bleach is not going to last forever. Your bleach solution that you make at home, it's not going to last forever. You need to make a fresh batch of bleach. Fresh batch of bleach. Kind of, I don't know, sounds like a rhyme or something. You need to make a fresh batch every single day, okay? Because it's not going to be as effective as time goes on. Super important. Also, make sure that you're using your bleach disinfectant solution on the right surfaces. You can't use this on everything, so make sure you're digging around Clorox.com or CDC.gov to tell you which surfaces you can actually use this solution on. You don't want to destroy some of your surfaces at home. A few other tips to keep in mind: please do not mix essential oils with your disinfecting solution. I know you may want it to smell good, but trust me, that is not a good way to go. In fact, don't mix this with anything else. It could actually be dangerous. You've got to keep your disinfectant solution in a safe place. The CDC has just released data saying that the daily number of calls to poison control centers increased sharply at the beginning of March 2020. Guys, that was last month, for exposures to both cleaners and disinfectants. We have to keep these solutions safe out of the hands of kids. We've got to use them properly ourselves. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is something called dwell time. That is how long your disinfectant solution needs to stay on the surface in order to actually disinfect the surface. Yeah, that means you can't just put it on and just wipe it right off. That's not going to be the most effective. So dwell time is that amount of time it's got to stay on that surface. That ranges from 1 minute to 5 minutes. I've seen 6 minutes on the Clorox.com website to even 10 minutes. So you want to read the instructions of the bleach that you are purchasing to make this solution for. You can go to cdc.gov or Clorox.com or EPA.gov to get more information about how long your disinfectant solution should stay on your surface before you wipe it off. Guys, I hope that's helpful. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. I will see you tomorrow.